Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Monday evening. Hope you're well. Hope the day's been good. It's not been stressful. It's been all right, because being a Spurs fan is stressful enough. You know that. So we don't need it in today's day-to-day's life anyway. Got a fascinating video to talk about today, and it's a little bit around kind of the hottest two transfers that we have at the moment, and they're both incomings. Obviously, you've got Radu Dragusin as well as Timo Werner. We do have some potential worries around the Radu Dragusin deal, and I know a few of you might be really unhappy about what I'm about to tell you. But we also do have a bit more of an update as to what the timeline to the Timo Werner deal, and basically within the next 24 hours, it's done, it's sealed, it's delivered. So plenty to get into. Just want to say, if you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. Let's jump in. Let's talk Radu Dragusin. So, let me talk to you from a man that caused a lot of Spurs fans a lot of anguish in the summer, Florian Plettenberg, and he said that yes, Radu Dragusin is on the list of FC Bayern. Tuchel and the bosses have spoken about the 21-year-old central defender from Genoa internally. Look, it's the 8th of January, right? I expected the deal would be done by now. Genuinely expected the deal to be done, sealed, and delivered. Now, look, we can sit here and say Levy's penny pinching or anything like that, but let's be probably a little bit more fair to this. Genoa might be playing difficult here. They might be trying to draw out as many euros as possible so they can reinforce their squad, or they can sort out any debt they may have, right? So it could be that. All of this could be getting leaked by Genoa, by the agent even, to try and get Spurs to speed up their process. It could be a manner of things. But to be honest, I expected this to be done by now. We're talking about a transfer that will cost 30 million euros, so 25 million pounds, 27.5 million pounds, somewhere in there. I expected the deal to be done, especially when this seems to be the number one move of our window. I expected it to be done by now. And, you know, I had ambitions of this window looking like Dragusin, a Gallagher and an attacker, being a cheap attacker. That could have been Werner. I'm now getting sort of a vibe that is going to be Dragusin at some stage. Now, bear in mind, we play in less than a week now against Manchester United. It would be nice if he had a week's worth of time leading into that game, because then you could have Mickey van der Ven and Dragusin together, which you'd go into that game feeling a little bit more confident. But instead, we're probably going into that game with Mickey van der Ven, who's played no minutes of football in the last sort of 3 months, and Emerson at centre-half, because, to be fair, we are penny pinching a little bit, to be honest. The contract, in terms of personal terms, has been sorted so long ago. The length of the contract's been sorted so long ago, but we're haggling over a couple of million euros. And to be honest, it does show that you're not trying to truly backhand, in my opinion. Because actually, if you're trying to truly backhand, you'd go, look, they're being a bit difficult, but we're going to try and go past halfway to sort of help speed up this process, because then Genoa would be working with you a little bit more. But we talked about how potentially the first offer was around about 20 million euros, 18 million euros. Well, you're not going to get Dragusin for that. And I know it's always start low, work your way up. You knew it was going to cost about 30 million euros. So you bidding 18 really isn't that much of a big deal when it comes to a first bid, you know? So look, there was that. But Romano did put out that, understand, Tottenham had new positive contacts with Genoa for Radu Dragusin deal. Deal advancing to the final stages of the negotiation. Spurs hope to get the deal done next week as talk continues. It's all on verbal proposals, waiting for final bid or for the final official bid. That was last night. Okay, so next week being this week. But let's be honest, even if you get a bid's been accepted, here we go, tonight, he's not going to be here till tomorrow. He's not going to be signed off till, what? Wednesday, Thursday time. He's going to have about 2 days worth of time. He's probably going to be on the bench, which we were promised the first week of January, we'd have a centre-half. Well, we're into the second week of January, so we've already failed that task, which is always good. Yeah, I love when we were going to talk about how we're acting quickly. We're going to do these things quickly, and then we don't. Spurs. Let's talk a little bit around Timo Werner. Just to give you an update on Timo Werner. So we've got an update on the medical as well as the option to buy. So let me tell you about the medical first from Alistair Gold. He said that understand Timo Werner will arrive at Spurs this evening to begin all of the process ahead of his move. So look, I kind of said, look, I think it's going to be done today. It's either going to be we had it before, but like a 10 o'clock post where here he is, there's a video, he's signed, sealed, delivered, all that jazz, or I think it's lunchtime tomorrow. Either way, I don't think it matters all that much because he's probably going to be training tomorrow, though. He's probably going to be training tomorrow. So actually, if it is today or tomorrow, it doesn't make a massive difference. But he's going to be here, which is the nice thing. And so let me tell you about the option to buy, actually. So from Romano, it came out probably about an hour ago. He said that understand the final value of the buy option clause for Timo Werner at Spurs will be 17 million euros. It's not mandatory and up to Spurs as they will decide in June about Timo's future. So look, 17 million euros, we'll call it 15 million pounds. If he turns up to be a stinker, okay, we just send him back. If he turns out to be half decent, okay, we have a conversation. If he turns out to be great, then you're in. Then you've got a guy in there who's cheap and is easily affordable. And you're not going to have to spend time faffing around sorting out the deal because you go, 15 million euros, we'll have him. Timo, contract, we'll sort something out. Yeah, bosh, there you go, sorted. In we go. That'll be an option to buy. That'll be easy to pick up, But one thing I would say is I see a lot of people moaning and groaning about, well, that's it for Richie then, isn't it? Why is it at Spurs, and no other top team does this, by the way, but why is it at Spurs? We only go, there's our starting 11, that's it. We don't ever, there's no rotation. There's no subs, there's no injuries, there's no suspension. So if you're not part of the starting 11, you're exposable, you're useless. We're such a moronic club in that regard. Look at our team this year. Richarlison's missed time. Son off to Asia Cup. Johnson's missed time. Solomon's missed time. Perisic is injured for the season. Kulusevski's been suspended. So you're telling me having options is such a bad thing? It's stupid. People, when you see people out there who's trying to big up their, look at me, look at my knowledge, look at this, look at that. And I'm not slagging them off because sometimes they're right on things. And then sometimes like that, they're really off the mark. And I mean really off the mark. It's quite worrying. It's like, we need at least 2 centre-halves. Oh yeah, but is he going to start ahead of Van de Ven and Romero? Well, they don't bloody start. How many games have they played in the last 3 months? So you saying that shows you're literally only thinking of, that's my starting 11, everything else is irrelevant. Then if it is, you might want to go and watch baseball or something. Stupid, honestly. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section. Your thoughts, feelings about the Radu Dragusin news. Maybe Bayern's trying to swoop in there. Obviously, Timo Werner's option to buy as well as his medical being done today. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.